Hello again, Conte. I've put together this set just now, about 5 minutes ago. And so the thing is, I did a Spread HBG Stunlock on Kushala day one. Very easy. Took me like 1 or 2 attempts. It was like so simple. I can't explain how easy it was. But then I thought if I just show you the exact same build and I show you the exact same run, how many shoots to do, you're not really going to gain anything out of it, especially because a lot of people run different sets and different defensive skills and stuff like that. So I thought I'd do something a bit more interesting. So I put together a new set, one that uses kirin pieces to get the set bonus. I don't actually know if that affects the drop rate, but whatever, it's not a huge deal. I put together a completely new set that uses Max Might and kirin rather than the previous set which used 3-piece Safi and 2-piece Raging Bracky. And I thought what I'd do is I'd work out the Stunlock from scratch with you. You know, starting from the hunt with this new set with this different damage that it does, completely from scratch, having never used it before, and actually figure out the Stunlock timings and the number of shots to do and stuff like that completely from scratch in front of you, so you can get an idea of how I do it and how you should do it too. And this way you can sort of modify it to your own set too. Yeah, so what I'll do is I will eat for an attack up food. So that's how I mean, if you are going to copy the build entirely, you might want to keep that in mind. And we'll depart on the quest and just take it from there. I guess I'll quickly go over the skills that we have on the set beforehand though. Obviously Great Luck from Kirin Divinity and Rajang's Will for high affinity. A maximum might secret gives you, well, I can't show it from there, gives you 40 affinity at max stamina. And so this takes us up to 90, and then the single point of weakness exploit we have takes us to 100. And aside from that, it's just attack boost basically, and spread boost. I tried to make this set fairly easy to obtain. Release Vitality, you can just drop down to Release, obviously, if you don't have that. And Stone Thrower Expert replaces with a single point of Expert if you don't have that either. And Attack Boost 2, you can just drop to a single point of Attack, and you're only losing a little bit of True Roll. So the set is definitely within the range of possibility for everybody. And worst case scenario, just throw in a Ghillie Mantle, sorry, not a Ghillie Mantle, a Glider Mantle, and just stack in some more skills that you're missing in there. So we are in the quest. What I'll do is I'll take my 3 buffs, Might Seed, Mega Demon Drug, and Demon Powder. I might try and do a version of this run without them to get more consistent, because these can run out, but whatever, it doesn't really make a difference for now. I'll Ghillie Mantle up for a second. Now I normally start off with a flint shot, but I guess for the just for the sake of the video, what we'll do is we'll just start off by shooting to get her to knock down, and then we'll start counting shots from there. So she has been knocked down, let's count shots. I like to start with an underestimate, so let's say 1, 2, 3 shots, and then when she gets back up, we'll see how many more it takes to knock her back down again. And eventually we want to get it so that it's a 1-shot differential. So that's the 4th shot there. That's the 5th shot there. Still not down. Kind of like the 6th, 7th, 8th. Okay, so it took quite a few shots. And don't forget, we were missing some of those and whiffing them. So we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's do a 5th shot. And see if that's now enough for her. If it's 5 to 6 should be enough. Nope, so the 6th shot was not enough there. Oops. Okay, so it took a little bit more, so we might have to go to 7. However, she's in rage mode now. So she's now taking 10% more damage. You can tell by the dragon damage numbers. So we'll do 5 again, and let's just test, just to see. So we did 5 shots. Let's see if the 6th takes her down. Okay, it does. Yeah, so I didn't want to increase the number again, just because when she's in rage mode, she's taking more damage, and I didn't want to risk overshooting. So if we do 5th shots, and then maybe the 6th one will take her down again, hopefully. It does. Okay, perfect. So that's a fairly consistent way to do it. And so now we figured out that during rage mode, at least, we can do 5 during the ground. And during unenraged mode, it seems like it needs to be 6 or maybe 7 on the ground. So that's 5, and then... Whoops. Yeah, it's okay if you whiff a few. If you hit pellets on the wings, obviously you're going to be missing it, but it's not a huge deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So long as you keep her 1 shot away from being downed at all times. Oh, oops, I forgot to craft more sticky ammo. Oh, okay. There you go. Now I have to deal with Kushala's AI again. At least you can see what happens when it goes wrong. Don't forget to craft sticky ammo, chat. While he's... Okay, well, she's down now, so... That shot should be enough? Yeah, of course. Alright, so, again. 1, 2... you can see my damage numbers have gone down a bit. 4 and 5, and I think that's because of, the Might Seed running out, maybe. That might mess with things a tiny bit. And then a 6th... Okay, so that's now not enough. And she's not in rage mode anymore. So that's also contributed to it. Yeah, so you can see it's a tiny bit inconsistent, and we'll work on refining it in just a second. But hopefully the 7th shot should be enough. And then we can test out unenraged mode too. In theory, it should be 6 shots while she's down, and the 7th one takes her out, would be what I guess from what we've tested so far. There we go. So now hopefully it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Reload. I'll craft some more ammo just so I don't mess up. And then the 7th bullet should hopefully take her down. There we go. Okay, so unenraged, we shoot 6, and then the 7th gets her. And during rage, we do 5, and the 6th gets her. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you, at least for this set. 5, 6. And then boom. Now you got to wait a little bit. You do have to delay that last shot. See my greatsword stunlock video for a little bit more details on that. But basically, Kushala doesn't count as coming out of her topple until like a few moments after she's... Oops, I shouldn't have reloaded. There we go. She doesn't count as coming out of her topple until a few moments after she's actually... Oh, wait, she's in rage mode now. So we should do only, I think, 5, was it? I believe so. Okay, I think I missed a few pellets on that first one, so that's the reason it took an extra shot. 1, but you can see it doesn't exactly make it more difficult. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the 6th one takes it down again. Cool, perfect. Okay, so this seems to be fairly consistent. Sometimes it'll take 1 extra shot, but again, if you've seen the greatsword video, you'll know that so long as you err on the side of doing less damage, whenever Kushala gets up, she'll always just be 1 or 2 shots away from falling down again, even if you whiff a little bit. And so it's definitely better to err on the side of doing less damage than you need to. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know why I'm shooting so slowly, by the way. Not like I'm in a rush, though. And so then the 6th shot there. Oh! Huh. Well, either we maybe whiffed a little bit, or we've overdone the damage. But I don't think we overdid the damage. So hopefully it was just a whiff, and this will take her down. Yeah, okay, perfect. As expected. Am I going to get winded? No, okay. So she's in rage mode still. So 1, 2... 3, 4, and 5. I must have missed some pellets in that previous attempt or something. Yeah, you see there a whole bunch of 28s and a whole bunch of like white numbers. Oh, she's not in rage mode anymore, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You get the idea. And so that's how I figure out stun locks. Now, this isn't the best possible circumstance because when she's in rage mode, she takes more hits to kill. So we can actually improve this a little bit. So let's take a break and then come back and do that. So just to give a little bit of insight as to why I'm changing this at the way I'm changing it. The issue that we had was that our 6th shot would take Kushala down to being close to toppling, and then our 7th shot would push her over the edge. However, when she entered rage mode, the 10% damage modifier would push our 6th shot to also being over the limit. And so we had to modify from 5 to 6. Now that is technically an improvement because, you know, more DPS, less shots, whatever. But what I'm actually going to do is take off DPS from the set. So I could drop a few points of attack, and what that should hopefully do is make it so that our 6th shot is always what we need to do while she's on the ground, whether or not she's in rage mode. It'll make it so that even with the extra 10%, the 6th shot still isn't enough to put her over the edge, but the 7th shot is. Now, instead of taking away attack boost, what I'm actually going to do is just stop eating my food buffs. And if that's not enough, I'll try taking away attack boost, or if I need more fine-grained control, maybe I'll just have demon powder, demon drug. Like, I'm going to mess around with the buffs and stuff and just try, because we've seen now how to work it out, right? I've just showed you exactly how to figure out the stun lock. I mean, that was the first time I've used that set pretty much. And we finished the quest in like 5.5 minutes, and this was while working at the stun lock. So it's fairly easy for us to like mess around and test different sets. So I would recommend you do this kind of thing. You tinker around and you see if you can optimize it a little bit. It'll make the farming a little bit easier for you in the long run, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm rambling now, so let's get into the quest, and I'll repeat the process, but I will not take those food buffs, and I'll see if it's a bit more consistent. So he's been knocked down again. 1, 2, 3. We'll try, I guess 6 again because he's unenraged. 5 and 6. And we'll hope that the 7th is enough to take him down. Oh, seems like it might not be, but we did whiff a few there. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we missed a bunch of pellets that previous time, so it's possible that we just messed that up. And then 7. Okay. Oh, maybe. Oh, but she's enraged there, so it's hard to say. But okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see we're doing 39 per shot as opposed to the 43 from before in rage mode. And 7. Yes, okay, so 7 is enough. Perfect. So I don't have to tinker with this too much more. So now we have it to a point where 6, 5, and 6 is consistently the right amount of shots to shoot while she's on the ground. And like, I mean, technically it would be better to just memorize the 2 numbers and like keep changing whenever she enters and exits rage mode. But that's like, if I'm farming this for a long time, that's kind of effort. And I don't want to have to do that, you know? And so this way I can just remember to shoot 6 bullets, and then whenever she gets up, shoot a 7th. Because of the way I have built this, I don't rely on agitator for affinity, and so there's even less variance. 4, 5, and 6. Agitator is a nice skill, but it really increases this gap here. It was much harder to get it down to like a single stun lock number. If you're running agitator, you'll almost certainly need to 4, 5, and 6. You'll almost certainly need to... Oh, let me make a ammo. There we go. You'll almost certainly need to have 2 different shot numbers, maybe but even with a difference of 2. And also you'll have to rely on getting like good crit luck when it's unenraged. Otherwise you might even need to have a third shot number and keep track of crits and stuff, which is just not fun. Anyway, this video is getting a little bit long and rambly, so I'm just going to end it here. You get the idea, right? We've got a consistent stunlock now at 6 shots per, using that set, but of course you need to vary it up based on your own set and all these other things. Like there are a lot of other factors you could have. If you've got your palico out, which you shouldn't, it might be different. If you're taking food buffs, it might be different. If you've got different skill points, it might be different. If you're running different amounts of close range, maybe you're running less because you want shield mods. Again, it's going to change the numbers, it's going to be different. But what I hopefully have done here, and obviously you don't need to run like Kirin's luck if you don't think it helps, but yeah, what I've hopefully done for you here is giving you the ability to take your own heavy bowgun spread set and figure out the timing without like completely on your own, and sort of tailor it to your own sets, and I've sort of hopefully showed you the timing for actually landing the shots too. Yeah, let me know if I missed anything. I hope this has covered it. I know there are a few people who've been asking me to put this out so they can use it, and yeah, it's really simple. Spread HBG is super easy to use. It's fairly easy to make the meta set or make something like this. It's not exactly an optimal set that I'm using here, and it does a fairly good job of consistently chain locking Kushala. It's a really easy way to do it. If you don't mess it up, it'll take you around 5 minutes every time, and if you're running a proper better set than the one that I'm running at the moment, then it'll be even less. Yeah, so I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope this works for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Take it easy. Bye-bye.